Hello everybody, welcome back to Steph's Movies and Music, and I'm Steven as usual. Of course I'm always Steven, even when I don't want to be. But, yeah, so I'm going to try to go ahead and just get started. I do this every month. It's Easter right now at the time of this recording. Yeah, I do these every month, as you guys probably know. And this one's really exciting because there's at least around 50 albums for me to show you. That's unlike any other pickups or music finds video I've ever done. That might have happened maybe with video games. Maybe. Yeah, that sounds about right. But never in 1 month with music. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. I'll start with like what most people might call the lame stuff. Really, what's going to shine this episode is all the vinyl I've gotten. That's the majority. There's at least 50 of that alone, at least. I actually didn't count yet. I'll start off with a couple things I've actually been forgetting to show off for like the past couple months. So therefore, they're new to you. I found these at like a thrift store for like probably like 50 cents, maybe not even. And that's Grateful Dead, Go to Heaven. Just the cassette. So, cool, you know, whatever. And then also Billy Joel's Stormfront, which was a pretty big album when it came out, I think in 1989. Of course, something has to interfere with me recording. And then, some donations. We're going to move on to CDs here in a second. Mom found this at a thrift store. It looks like for $1. And it's, I guess you could call it a box set. Yeah, it's a 5 cassette set. That's hard to say, isn't it? I'm not sure if you can see that. It says 5CS set, which now I understand why they decided to call it that. So this is Elvis Presley from Nashville to Memphis. It's actually pretty cool. This might be worth something. I don't know. There's stamps on here, which, you know, like when was the last time you saw those things? If you don't mail out stuff regularly. It said this is a 94-page booklet, which is also pretty cool. This is from the 80s, I believe. Maybe mid-70s at the earliest. That's when cassettes were really, you know, popular, was around that time period, obviously. They don't really... they do make them still, but they're not as widely produced, so... It says 1993. So that's still cool. Yeah, I can believe that. Tapes were still pretty alive back then. That was when, like, LP was starting to go away, and CDs were, like, the thing, you know. And now those are going out of style. But anyway, I'm going to keep the physical stuff alive here. That one, Mom got me, the Elvis from Nashville to Memphis, which, thank you, Mom, that's very nice. It's very cool. It's unlike anything I have in my collection as far as music goes. So now we have Grandma, you know, the grandma pick, you know. It's called a pop rock, that's all it says. No, pop rock music that changed our lives, a CD. I mean, I don't know if these are life-changing or not. Stevie Ray Vaughan, Santana, Cheap Trick, Earth, Wind and Fire, Boston, Blood, Sweat and Tears, which you don't hear that one very often, Kansas, Men at Work, Cyndi Lauper, of course. That one changed my life. Eddie Money, Ted Nugent, Bonnie Tyler, Paul Young. It's a cool compilation. Like I've said this before, though. I'm not big on compilations. Especially one that is like of several artists. I'd rather go and... I'm weird like that. I'd rather have it all just like one album by one person. But that's just me. I guess that is convenient if you want to mix it up. But then again, you have, you know, iTunes and whatnot nowadays. This one was definitely an impulse buy. I don't know why. I guess I just wanted to get something that was Celine Dion. And that was The Color of My Love. We have Vanessa Carlton, Be Not Nobody, which is Vanessa Carlton's best-selling album. I like this girl, and it's all worth it for that 1,000 Miles song that was in that one movie. White Chicks? Was that what it was? Something like that. Just go check out that video with, I forget his name. Teddy Cruz? No, that's not his name. Terry Crews. Terry Crews. Anyway, we're going to move on to Dixie Chicks, Wide Open Spaces, which again was a huge, I'm trying not to get clear. That was a huge album. Move on to Billy Ray Cyrus, Some Gave All, which this guy was, I don't know how long, but he was huge. Probably because of Achy Breaky Heart. I mean, there's probably a couple other songs on here. There's definitely more than one that sounds good, I'm sure. But I'm not sure how many others were big hits. But I guess back in the 90s, all you needed was like one song on an album. You're basically set. Like Ice Ice Baby, like that album sold tremendously well. And that's a one-hit wonder, I'm pretty sure. So, good for you, Vanilla Ice. But anyway, Billy Ray Cyrus, Some Gave All, Achy Breaky Heart. Voila. And then we have one that is not like that. Although their career did go after this, because I guess, I don't know. Hootie and the Blowfish. Their career didn't go like that. It was just, you know. It's hard to set the bar after you have this as your first album. But this is Hootie and the Blowfish, Correct Rear View. This is another huge album. I believe this thing went double diamond. Then finally we have one that I got from Amazon. And that's Bonnie Tyler. This is a brand new one, by the way. It came out February. Bonnie Tyler, The Best Is Yet to Come. I like that cover. Most of her album covers are just her posing in some way, shape, or form. So it's cool that they had it like drawn, kind of like pop art. And it looks pretty 80s. And I guess it's good that they drew her, because, I mean, she has a lot more wrinkles than that now, guys. I mean, she's in her 60s, So now we're going to go ahead and head into vinyl. Where do I even start? Jesus. We got stuff I got from eBay, stuff I bought from several different places. And then we got stuff that was given to me. It's pretty random here at first, but this gets pretty good. These are mostly mom stuff that, you know, she'll get from a thrift store for next to nothing, like 50 cents or a quarter each. And then she'll set it on my bed, and then I'll come home, and voila, there it is. So anyway, this is a frequency calibration stereo test record. That just rolls off your tongue, doesn't it? I'm guessing it tests your frequency. It calibrates your frequency. I'm pretty sure it's safe to assume that. I think mine does. I don't know if mine can do that on its own. I'm not sure if that's a thing or not. I guess this is the greatest hits or whatever from Patsy Cline. It says her legendary recordings, and this is a weird. Whatever this sleeve is made out of is really weird. It's like nothing. It's really flimsy. This is Diana Trask, From the Heart. From the heart, guys. From the heart. Like I said, these are pretty random at first. She actually got really good stuff this time. I mean, she usually does have at least a few things in there that are really good. And I appreciate everything that she gets anyway. So yeah, here's Rex Smith. Sooner or Later, it says. She kind of guesses on some stuff, which is cool because a lot of times she does end up guessing right. Like this, Kenny Rogers. This is his breakthrough album from, I think, 1974. And I think it's safe to assume this is probably original. I'm not sure if it's the first pressing, but it's definitely close to it. Most of these are. That's what I try to do, is get not reprints if I can help it. This is Carpenter's Horizon, I guess. Next is kind of random. It's a soundtrack, which I usually don't collect, but hey. And it's Inner Space, which is from a movie that I actually never heard of. Featuring songs by Rod Stewart, Wang Chung, Berlin, Bert Kaempfert. Never heard of him. She thought one of these songs were a different song, but it wasn't. Which is fine, you know, that's understandable. Another Bert Kaempfert, because I guess why not at that point. These are like 50 cents, sometimes even less each. So, and then she got a bunch of Barry Manilow ones. We got One Voice right here. Greatest Hits Volume 2. I don't know if I never really listened to Barry Manilow, but hey, whatever. And then a live album of his, and this one's not in that great a condition at all. but whatever. Elvis Presley, Pure Gold. This one's the one that's from the 70s. Yeah, 1975. But that's cool. It's in shrink. I mean, it's open, but it has the shrink cover wrap over it. Same with this. This is Olivia Newton-John, Physical, which, of course, is like, it's definitely one of the best-selling albums from Olivia Newton-John. Going with that, we got Have You Ever Been Mellow, also by Olivia Newton-John. Olivia Moulton-John, that's disgusting. Olivia Newton-John, rather. And then this is where things get real good, for the most part. Sorry for the dog barking. We got Duran Duran, Rio. I did not have a single Duran Duran album before this, but now I do. This is the one with Hungry Like the Wolf. And I'm sure there's a couple other ones on here that are good too. We have The Cars. This is Candy-O. Yep, Candy-O. Diana Ross, Why Do Fools Fall in Love? That's, I think that was a good, kind of a big album. It doesn't matter. And then finally, this one was given to me, which is funny, and you'll see why later on. But it's Journey, Escape. This is from Kristen, actually. My step aunt or something. We'll just say Aunt Kristen. Thank you so much, Kristen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So yeah, that's that stack. I'm going to go ahead and move over to, I guess, eBay stuff. Yeah, sure, why not? So, this part of the video got messed up somehow. I don't know how it said it got corrupted from the camera or whatever the case might be. Data's corrupted, so that's why I look all different, because I thought I was finished with the video, but it turns out I wasn't, because I need better equipment. But anyway, I think I said I think this one's like the eBay portion of the video. I hope that's it. Because I really don't want to have to remake this whole thing over again. Because there's a lot of shit that we have to show off, as you already know. So, on to eBay stuff. We got a lot of 4. This is all one listing. 4 records in one listing. We got Tina Turner, Break Every Rule. This is her second, like, best-selling album or whatever. This was the one right after Private Dancer, I think. Billy Joel, The Bridge. Good little album as well. Hooters, One Way Home. It's a band that had a few hits, and that was about it. Same with this, Starship. What is this? Knee Deep in the Hoopla. This is the one with We Built This City, or We Built This City on Rock and Roll, which is known as the worst song of all time. I actually really like it. And as well as Sarah. Those were actually 2 #1 hits. A lot of 3, and then it kind of goes into another one with a theme. First of all, Stevie Nicks, Wild Heart. Or no. Yeah, The Wild Heart. This was second album, or Stevie Nicks' second album. Multi-platinum and everything. And then we have Tangle in the Night, Fleetwood Mac. And then Mirage, also by Fleetwood Mac. 2 very good albums, as well as the biggest Fleetwood Mac and one of the biggest albums ever made, Rumors. You know, I don't even have to say anything about it. These next 2 are actually huge too. This one is cool. I'm going to try not to spend too much time talking about it, but I spent a lot of money on it, so I kind of want to. It is the Beatles. I'm not sure if you can see it right there, but it says the Beatles right there, White Album. Or no, it just says the Beatles. It's the numbered series. It's the second issue. I cannot afford the first issue. But this, I believe this issue was released in like 1970, maybe 71. The album, obviously, I mean, it was released in 1968, so that would, I guess, make sense. It comes with all the goodies that came with it. A poster that I'm not going to fold out because it basically almost got shredded all up last time I tried to unfold it because it's ancient. An ancient green piece of paper, a Beatle of each, or a picture of each Beatle, rather. And then, of course, the album. It's a double gatefold album. Or no, it's a double album that's gatefold, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, that's also among one of the one of the best-selling albums of all time, and I guess you could say the greatest album of all time. This is definitely the #1 best-selling studio album of all time, and that is Michael Jackson's Thriller. It was funny because the day I got this in the mail from ordering it, I took a shower, like you're supposed to, and I started singing, because we all sing in the shower, whether we like it or not, and I started singing The Way You Make Me Feel, which isn't even on this album, but like Michael Jackson, and I'm not even a huge Michael Jackson fan, I'm not afraid to say it, but I had to get that one. These next three I got at a thrift store. So there's probably, my guess, an estimate, $500 to $600 worth of vinyl in this video. Obviously I only went through probably 2/3 of it so far. We still have quite a bit to get to. I only spent probably 200, maybe 250, maybe. I'm gonna say closer to 200. A lot of this was gifted to me, and I'll show you the birthday gifts in a minute. This was just like I thought I recognized the name, so I got it at a thrift store. This is David and the Giants, Under Control. Cool, I guess. Neil Diamond, You Don't Bring Me Flowers. I'm going to try to go through these relatively quickly. And then the Best of the Beach Boys. I don't know how old this thing is, but it's old. The next two are from... Where are they from? Vintage Vinyl, over in the Loop in Delmar. This is Nazareth, No Mean City. Like I said, I got these from Vintage Vinyl. That one's pretty cool. I think I just got that because I don't have any other Nazareth albums. This one was really cool to get there because it was actually a lot cheaper than like on Amazon or anything. So that's Alice Cooper, Detroit Stories. This is the limited edition red vinyl pressing. I'll try to show you real quickly here. I love this shade of red. I mean, it just looks like red, but it really goes with the album art and everything. So that's cool. It's awesome. I'm working on something with this. There's a few of these albums that I'll be working on something with, and you'll see. Y'all say. And then these next three, or really two of them, are from Amazon, and I think the third one was actually from the band website. The bands of the album. And this one's Willie Nelson, That's Life. I got this literally March 1st in the mail from Amazon. Then we got Ringo, Zoom In. This is an EP. I believe this just dropped a couple weeks ago. And then this one literally dropped, I believe, just over a week ago. And I got it a couple days later. I'm pretty sure I pre-ordered it or whatever. This is Evanescence, The Bitter Truth. Another cool band. These are all from Half Price Books. Bon Jovi, New Jersey. I'm trying to go quickly here, guys. I need to go soon. Boston. I already had this album, but it's in terrible, really terrible condition. This one's in a lot better, and it was $8, so why not? And then I bought this one before I knew that Kristen was giving me this one. And that's Journey Escape again, so now I have 2 copies. I'll probably do something with that one, and the other one that Kristen gave me I'll keep because it's in fairly better condition. And then Chicago, number 16. So that's cool too. We're down to one more stack here, guys. Probably a stack of 10 or 12. I'll go ahead and show you that, and then I'm going to end off this video. Some of these are from stores that I already mentioned. Some of them are from Vintage Vinyl. And some of them are from Half Price Books. I think that's the majority of each of where these came from. But Dad treated me. He took me out to Vintage Vinyl, and then he took me out to Half Price Books, and basically bought everything that I wanted. So that was really nice. Thank you so much, Dad. Thank you to everybody that gave me something. This one's from Vintage Vinyl, Made for Rain. by the Psychedelic Furs. I believe this was released last year. Yeah, and it is the limited edition purple vinyl, which would make a lot of sense. Like, where did they pull that color from? It's obvious. Couple Robert Plant's pictures, or a couple Robert Plant albums. Obviously, Robert Plant is from Led Zeppelin. He's the lead singer. So this is Pictures at 11. This is Shaken and Stirred. Those are from vintage vinyl as well. So is this one. These next couple, I think, are Jefferson Starship Freedom at Point Zero. That's cool. And then Iron Butterfly Ball. Just Ball. That one's cool too. These are all cool, obviously. That's why I got them. Then the rest of these, for the most part, are half-price books. The Police, Ghost in the Machine. Now I have a Police album. Volunteers, Jefferson Airplane. This one's old as hell. 1969, I believe. Then this one's kind of a guilty thing. It has like one song on it that I really like, and that's why I got it. It's Paul Young, Cigarette of Association, as Every Time You Go Away on it. I love that song to death. And then Debbie Harry, Cuckoo, her solo album. One of her solo albums. This one actually did pretty well. And then, of course, the massive Lionel Richie album, Can't Slow Down. That one is, of course, huge. This one is kind of underrated, in my opinion. It's the first Survivor album. The whole band Survivor is underrated. But that's their first one, I think, in like 1979 or 8 or something like that. And then finally, this is an actual birthday gift. I mean, all of those were. But this one was actually given to me at the party and everything. And it's Rob Zombie, The Lunar Injection Kool-Aid Eclipse Conspiracy. Say that 5 times fast. This guy's crazy as hell. And so is this album. I haven't listened to it yet. It was with a big-ass booklet as well as a really cool limited edition. I meant to look it up before I started this video, but I'm pretty sure that there's only 1,000 of these made or whatever of this kind. Look at that, guys. That is so beautiful. So that's it, guys. I'm going to go ahead and end off this video. This was really exciting. I feel like it nearly doubled my collection. Nearly. Almost. I probably increased it by 40% or something like that. And I'm trying to get this back in here. Anyway, I'll do that in a second. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a comment what you think. You know, what are your memories with some of these albums and yada yada yada. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe. And I'll see you guys there. Bye.